Sometimes the most difficult stories in movies are family stories. Today we have collected films that show the relationship between mother and son from different angles, from touching care to dramatic conflicts. Subscribe to the channel and like it. It helps new collections to be released more often. And here we go. Home, 2016. The film tells about a mother who lives with her adult son in an almost isolated world, where their habitual way of life becomes the only reality. Their lives flow calmly and monotonously until changes in the outside world begin to destroy this fragile stability. The son is gradually striving for independence, and the mother is afraid to be left alone. This is a story about how difficult it is to let go of loved ones, even when you realize that it is inevitable. Noble Savage, 2018. A young man returns home after a long absence and runs into his mother, whom he hardly knows. Their attempts to establish a relationship are accompanied by distrust and old grudges. Gradually, the characters begin to understand each other, but the past continues to influence their decisions. The film shows how time and distance can change even the closest ties. Too Close to Our Son, 2015. After a family crisis, a mother and father are trying to rebuild a relationship with their teenage son. Each of them understands in their own way what caring and responsibility mean. The mother tries to maintain an emotional connection with the child while the family is going through a difficult period. This is a dramatic story about parental love and the fear of losing a child. The Tragedy of the Street of Flowers, 2012. The plot takes the viewer to a small community where a mother and son live in constant social difficulties. Their connection becomes the only support in a world full of uncertainty. But his son's growing up changes their relationship, forcing both to rethink their lives. Grand Jeté, 2022. The story of a dancer who, many years later, returns to her son, with whom she hardly spoke. They are trying to get to know each other anew, overcoming the distance created by time and personal traumas. The film explores the theme of guilt, forgiveness, and the possibility of starting a relationship anew. Moebius, 2013. A dark family drama about a mother who tries to save her family after her husband's betrayal. Her desperate actions lead to a chain of tragic events that affect her son's life. This is a hard story about the destructive power of jealousy and pain within a family. Womb, 2010. After the tragic loss of a loved one, a woman makes an unusual decision to raise a child who becomes the center of her life. Over time, her maternal affection begins to influence her son's fate, creating an emotionally complex relationship between them. The film raises questions of love, loneliness, and the limits of parental care. Savage Grace, 2007. The story of a wealthy family where a mother strives to maintain control over her son's life. Their relationship becomes increasingly strained as he grows up. The film shows how isolation and pressure can lead to tragic consequences. Spanking the Monkey, 1994. The student stays at home to take care of his mother after his illness. Spending a long time together leads to emotional tension and conflict. The film explores the complex psychological boundaries in the family and the process of growing up. Luna, 1979. An opera singer is trying to rebuild a relationship with her teenage son, who is going through a difficult period in his life. Traveling together, they face the challenges of the past and try to rebuild trust. This is an emotional story about a mother's love, mistakes, and hope for reconciliation. This is a selection of films about the difficult relationship between mothers and sons. Which of these films have you already watched, and which ones are you just planning? Write in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. There are even more interesting movie selections ahead. See you in the next video.